Hello everybody and welcome. We are continuing our playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We have just finished Phobos 6. We ended the stream last time just on the planet about to leave, so all I've gone and done is left the planet. And so it's now one of our colonies. Now, colony traits, Valencia's Restoration. Efficiency, Complacency, and Security all +1. Very nice. And so let's have a look at our options. Punish the Thinkers. Okay, the Enemy of Knowledge. Damage against Psychers and Navigators. Drusian's reputation goes up, Complacency goes down, and Plasteel and Chemicals get doubled. Colony rewards. Well, according to this, I don't have any. That's a bit interesting. And Chemicals. Yes, and I don't have any yet either. Again, that's a bit weird. Punish the Outsiders. I get the Cutthroat feature. All allies gain plus 10% critical damage. That's quite nice. Does take Fellowship of the Void reputation, however, and punish the punishment by calculation. Chemicals, people, and Plasteel go up. Security goes down. Bahada gains the Punisher feature. Gains plus 10% dodge against human enemies. I mean, I think I might just go for this one because it gets me Drusian's reputation. But I don't really... None of them particularly jump out at me, or I'm particularly worried about, or I want, should we say. So, you know, let's go punish the Thinkers. And like I said, just get some Drusian's reputation. Anything else? Nope, nothing else going to pop up. Let's have a quick look through our colonies. Foulstone is still executing the Crusade. Janus is still executing Forest Fortresses. Hello, Kiava Gamma. Lord Captain, after the decompression of Lady Theodora's secret workshop on Kiava Gamma, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken out. Augments mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts and machines. Even entire assembly halls break apart into fragments that devour each other, melding into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega-18 Manufactorum, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. What is known about this sickness? We have not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. Nobody knows the nature of this disease and how it found its way into Lady Theodora's secret workshop. It's possible that some secret research was being carried out there. And so we do have... I will gain refugees from the Lost Manufactorum. Efficiency will go down. I will gain Healer of Metal. Security will go down. I will gain lots of grenades and efficiency will go down. Let's listen to my advisors first, as I don't like any of those. Eradicating the infection is our highest priority, but to completely eradicate the Manufactorum epicenter would mean inflicting serious damage to our resource supply. This unit... I can propose another method of purging. However, the sacraments of the Omnissiah are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. I ask that you place your trust in me. Shireen, do not be so hasty with this purge. The phenomenon may be of interest to other specialists. There are many who do not agree that all knowledge belongs solely to the cogs. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. If we could isolate the Manufactorum and let those inquisitive minds inside, they would happily compensate us for the loss of productivity capacity. I have suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experience in setting up quarantines. We will send them to Kiava Gamma to lead the Tech Purgator squads. They will not return from the epicenter until the infection is eradicated and the preventative exclusion zone is taken down. And so now we have options of, I get refugees from Lost Manufactorum with no negatives. I get Healer of Metal with no negatives. I get Healer of Metal with -1 security. Or I get the Vessel of Tech Leprosy, Casablanca mission plus reputation, profit factor +1. I do, however, lose the efficiency. I think... I mean, obviously you can't... Oh, I can. Healer of Metal. Enemies suffer -5% to their armor penetration. The Omnissiah's favor is with the vanquisher of the tech leprosy epidemic. Okay, so I get a bit more armor. Or Tech priests who survived the tech leprosy outbreak have proven their worth and thus earned the right to serve aboard Von Trader's ship. Plus 20 to all void shields. Done. I'm not too fussed by the grenades. I don't seem to use items enough. I probably should use them a lot more. I just don't seem to. Do as you wish, Pascal. You have my permission. Tech priests, armed with the mysterious device they assembled under the instructions of Pascal, have gone into the bowels of the Manufactorum. What happened there is unknown. Reports speak of a blue and green flash that illuminated the Manufactorum, and the epidemic subsided overnight. The distorted mechanisms have been honorably melted down, and so are the bodies of the dead tech priests who carried the machine of the Magos Hanuman, as well as the burnt remains of the machine itself. Magos Pascal has refused to comment on this chosen method of purging, calling it a revelation of the Omnissiah that he himself could not comprehend before it left him. Many of the tech priests who had once maintained this Manufactorum were left without a function and transferred to serve aboard the Rogue Trader's ship. And now we also have Flawless Servitors, Profit Factor +2, Efficiency +2, and all colonies. Very, very nice. And then our final project. Were we fussed by any of them? We gain Armored Prow. And it puts the thickest armor in the ship's prow. I get +2 profit factor, +12 plasteel, but I lose -3 security. It costs me some Promethean, phlogiston, and chemicals. Oh, I think I wanted Armored Rage, didn't I? Yes, I need 1 adamantine. We need to go hunt some adamantine. We are still getting Shield of the Emperor. Which I don't suppose... Nope, doesn't give me any adamantium. Or adamantine. Can't help call it adamantium. That doesn't get me any. That's now waiting. This, I can only assume, doesn't get me any. No. And... Our Great Crusade doesn't get me any either. Okay, so I do need 1 adamantine. I might have to go hunting for it. We'll leave it at that for now. Now let's have a look at... We did get another contract. He wants people for Profit Factor, the Inspection Master. Tychon's Diplomacy. Prelate Tychon of the Order of the Hammer wishes to send messages to Word that serve as the resting place of Saint Pugnatius' relics to form spiritual bonds with their current keepers. I'll get 5,000 reputation with everybody. Sold. Race to the top. Cost me adamantine. People. Cost me profit factor 4 adamantine. Ooh. Maybe. Let's... In fact, let's my journal as well. What's popped up in terms of quests? Wait for a response from Dargonus. We do need to go to Dargonus for this as well. Arrange a reception for the Nevis Nobilate. I do have to find as well Theodora's cache there. And produce... Complete the development project of the highest difficulty in any colony. I don't know if that is going to end at level 3. But if that's the case, we should get that soonish. So let's go back to the map. Let's maybe see if there's a world somewhere with some adamantine that we can quickly pop to along the way. I think we're going to go back to Dargonus. We've basically visited everywhere. Plasteel, phlogiston, provisions. Nothing. Phlogiston and Dargonus. Plasteel, provisions, Promethean. We have got some down here. Is it going to let me know how much? It's not. Obviously, I only need 1. I mean, what are the chances of finding some in one of our uncharted worlds as well? An unforeseen event on the ice world. I assume I've gone and done that? Let's... You know what, let's go and pop and grab that adamantine. It means a couple of annoying jumps. When I say that, I could just try go somewhere random and see if we can find some instead. There's some development milestones. Let's just see if we can quickly find our adamantine. Cross your fingers. I mean, it does pop up quite often. We have nothing here. Do a lovely big circle. We got 4 planets, so there's hope. Okay. Crew has found 20 scrap. Okay. We can scan. Got a cache of goods. Got a Hulk just here as well. That's steel times 2. The Orcs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. I guess continue on my voyage. Okay. That was a bit of a shame. I only have 1 extractium. Has to be saved for that adamantine. Ooh, mysterious event. Valley of... Mysterious event. Valley of Leap. The crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Organization suggests some kind of sleeping gas vents here. Like the animals either don't realize that they are headed for a deadly trap, or even come here to die on purpose. Study the gas, only 70%. Succeeded! Series of experiments, the ship's weapons bits managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. There you go, we get some cloud gas grenades. Fair enough. We did have some noise about our colonies. An incredible find has been made on Foulstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of St. Keith's Lost Diary has been found during the restoration of his crypt. According to his records, the members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find the Crypto Ark containing a relic of St. Cognatius, the Crucible. Keith's writing on it are vague. It is called the Sculptor and Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorers have sent a delegation claiming the treasure. The heated dispute has been going on for many days. What is the meaning of the dispute? The tech priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred archaeotech over to them. Allegedly, the Crucible should be considered not as the personal belonging of the Saint, but rather as a temporary possession entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting that the right to care for these sacred objects belongs to Ecclesiarchy's cults. And since Cognatius was canonized, then the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not archaeotech. How fierce. Quite, the discussions have been happening now for more than 8 cycles without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 legal experts and have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments, and testimonies. The Special Administratum Commission, comprised of 200 armed clerks, has arrived to pass a verdict and enforce the law. This is probably the largest religious dispute in the Expanse's history. Get Tech Litany Collection. All void ship weapons, except torpedoes, gain plus 3% to critical hit chance and plus 3% to critical damage. St. Cognatius' Scriptures. Who has plus 20 Law Imperium. The wearer gains plus 4% armor and deals plus 4% critical damage to Xenos and demons. Also, they can reroll a failed test once per turn. What say my companions? It's likely that the research contained in the ancient treatises and archival repositories of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win this dispute. I believe that the chronicles of Amlinian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of St. Capius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Do you know best motivation to make your enemies right for the compromise, the danger of losing any sort of benefit? It is within your power to take the Crucible for yourself using the privilege of your warrant if you so desire. Why do you not imply such a possibility to the parties involved? And so, technically connection, St. Cognitus Scriptures. You'll gain the hammer and the cog. Medikits always heal plus 3 times Rogue Trader's Iconoclast rank. Well, I don't have Iconoclast, so... I think I'm going to go Persuasion. Simply because... I don't know, it seems the more dogmatic approach. I'm not really fussed as in gameplay which direction I go in. But I think I'm going to go for the mildly dogmatic approach. Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I have become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the Crucible revealed a visual miracle to the enthusiastic spectators, presenting to those gathered for the debate sacred images of martyrs blessing the ancient artifact. Even though some witnesses claimed to have caught a glimpse of some strange people operating lens machines, most of those present have admitted the fact that this miracle and the status of the Crucible as a relic. The explorators have made peace with their loss and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the Crucible. When the tech liturgies had been completed, the tech priests departed Foulstone. Research into the Crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming, fueled by the geothermal energy of the planet. It could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden, however, a way to launch it has yet to be found. Okay, well, we've just gone and completed Crusade. And does anything... No, nothing else turns up. That did go and get a security all the way around. Rogue Trade gains plus 10 bonus to all characteristics during warp encounters. Rogue Trade and allies gain plus 20% damage against demons. And that just says that I get that as well. Indulgences for sale. Profit factor plus 1. Fellowship with the Void plus 2,000. Do you know what? Why not? Gets us profit factor plus 1. I don't see any loss in it. Janus. Your Lordship, Janus is reporting about a disaster. Ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. In a ravenous swarm, they attack one Agricole facility each night, freezing anything they touch. The attacks take place in the complexes closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself has turned against us. Governor Wyatt claims that she is capable of dealing with this herself. His servants are already getting ready to conduct some sort of procedure that will pacify the spirits. All of the following are required. It takes 1 people. I get a strange shard. I get a Mysterious Silver. Whenever the wearer uses a major psychic power, they gain plus 60% to all psychic power damage till the end of their next turn. Grants plus 10 law warp and plus 10 law Xenos. We know about these wraiths. Not much. They are incorporeal and difficult to discern. They happen to have Aldairi features. Spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and inanimate objects, but it seems they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in their way. At dawn, they dissolve into mist. The wraiths also differ among themselves. Some are as dark as the void, and others shine like the stars in the night sky. It is likely they gather at its borders at the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, and disperse into thousands of fading flashes. The agricultural facilities that happen to be in the way of their dance fall into disrepair. Something is not right. The wraiths appear on the planet's outskirts and rush towards the heart of the contaminated region instead of invading from within it. Furthermore, their differences may suggest that there are 2 groups of wraiths opposing each other. Logic test succeeded. What think my advisors? When dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There is also a whole cast of specialists among the cold traders who can whisper at the Xeno artifacts to expel the spirits residing within. Perhaps we should ask them. Instead of relying on the wicked ways to solve these problems, it would be better to turn to our good priests. There are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy who know how to drive out dark spirits. Okay. We lose a profit factor. We gain a spirit drape. The wearer's non-attack psychic powers cost minus 1 AP, less during the wearer's first turn in combat. Get Mysterious Slither, but it now just gets complacency minus 1. And then let Governor Wyatt control it, and we get Strange Shard. I'm going to let Argenta go nuts. A group of haggard priests dressed in holy robes and accompanied by a retinue of repentant flagellants has arrived on Janus. Armed with scriptures and lasguns, they lead their flock into battle against the inhuman wraiths. The race did not disappear completely after the battle, but they have started to appear less often and avoid human settlements. And again, so if only... Ooh, I wonder if that will be any good for Heinrich. If only... So that's fortress... Forest fortresses. This efficiency will go down by 1. Drusian's reputation will go up. Blocks the Rose of Zamarkand. Profit factor, Casabala mission, and chemicals go up. What is... What are we on? 519. Pretty good. Efficiency does go down, so that'll be 419. We must have completed Giants on Kiava Gamma. Plasteel and Prometheum, which I have so much of. Why have we not... Calculation. Oh, Giants. I need adamantine. Do we get a mobile extractium times 10? I think I want to do that as well as Armored Rage. Very much so. Until that point, the Science of Virtue. I lose 1 efficiency, but I'm okay with that. Let's get some Drusian's reputation. We unfortunately have to skip Kiava Gamma. Flip an egg. Lord Captain, we have received a report from Dargonus. Some common folk from the now ruined Scipione 84249 have succumbed to the heresy of the Defiance, forming into gangs known as Engine Vandals. They now ride across the waste on wasteland adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves outside the law, raiding the Hive's outskirts only to escape retribution in the toxic wastelands. Despite your act of grace, these ungrateful heretics are fleeing the Hives, abandoning their workstations and inciting others to do the same. They even dare to spread lies and slander, stating they are being used as slaves. So great are the appetites of yesterday's refugees. Rumor has it that the Foreman clan in charge of debris removal in the ruins of Scipione associates with these vandals. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the Foreman, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. This is a union of the workers and technomats who have been working on the lower levels of Scipione. Small-scale bosses of the Watches and the Shifts. Useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course, they stand much lower than the esteemed merchants, let alone the aristocrats, but the common folk heed their kin, and the foremen have both the authority and the ability to manage them. The Scipions keep to themselves, but the foremen have not shown any signs of disloyalty. They were the first to volunteer to return to the ruins of Scipione 84249 and set up the debris removal project. They are certainly useful and are accustomed to praising the Emperor through their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience with which they have accepted it made them to appear like heroes and martyrs in the eyes of the other commoners. This is a rather uncomfortable way of life for your lordship. They must always be wary of acid rain and hurricanes, moving a decent distance from the Hives if they do not plan on raiding at the moment. They get their food from the abandoned outposts, paying for it with the lives of those killed by autonomous security systems. Water and Promethean are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding, an occasional hunt and plundering. Sometimes their own kin and sometimes the outskirts of the Hives. They are a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that is rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the Hives shoot the scum any chance they get. Okay, let the foreman negotiate. We will get a wasteland generator. Torpedo choose capable of firing 5 short burning torpedoes. We've got better than that. Mechanisms times 1. I lose some profit factor and some complacency. Purity plus 1. Rogue trader gains plus 1 movement point. Get a wasteland twister. Complacency plus 1, efficiency minus 1. Let's hear what my advisors have to say. The engine vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, and that means there are technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. I would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for every piece of technology found in the wastelands of Darganis and returned back to the dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. The aristocrats of Darganis despise them, but are also secretly afraid of them, correct? Renegades who could invoke such fear. I wonder, had there been such exiles in my house, would their presence have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? Oh, I am scheming and conspiring right now, am I not? Bravo, Lady Cassia. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. This, in essence, gets us the same thing, but one of the negative effects have disappeared, as does this. You know what? Yeah, let's go for that. Let's just gain 1 security. I'm not fussed by the bonus of this, although mechanisms times 1. In fact, I'm going to grab that and lose... We'll grab that. We're going to lose a profit factor. Former servants and serfs of the Omnissiah are now part of the Engine Vandals. We're glad to actively collaborate and redeem themselves in the eyes of the Deus Mechanicus. Common folk did not dare to judge this union, fearing the menacing priests clad in scarlet. Hive raids have become a rare occurrence. The expeditions are returning from their wastelands with relics that had once been lost to the vast plains, which make their way into the dynasty's vault via the Foreman clan. Shield of the Emperor, and more to the point, I believe that got us a whole load of Imperial Navy reputation, plus that trade I did a little while ago. Efficiency +3, it costs me 2 people. You can also come down here. Which one of these would I want? Get mechanisms times 6, efficiency +3. We get some frag grenades, mark 16. Adeptus Arbates, Imperial Navy reputation. That's probably what I'm going to lean towards. Caligay of St. Keith. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic act or a desperate measure, they recover all their wounds and gain +2 AP this turn. This cost me adamantine, unfortunately. Harder gains the Bloody Underhive Leader. All allies gain +5 medium% damage and +20% damage to their attacks of opportunity. Probably want to get the Imperial Navy reputation, so I need more adamantine. Doctrine of Rationality, get efficiency +3. Let's go ahead and go for that. Whilst we wait, Phobos is done as well. Lord Captain, a disturbing report has come from the quarries of Phobos 6. The convicts have lost their minds. They forgot how to use tools. They huddle together and continue to stare aimlessly into space, even under the lash of the whips, ruining the mining deadlines. Some are possessed with the urge to use their own nails to scratch blasphemous symbols on tools, machines, and even their own bodies. The most mad have painted the walls of several mines from floor to ceiling with symbols and then gone off deep into the mining tunnels. None of them could be found. The overseers consider it a ploy to divert attention away from the escapes and an impending rebellion. What are those symbols? This article is drawing any sort of intelligible definition. Unnaturally round circles connected by lines. The lines are interrupted by groups of dots. Some patterns follow some sort of common logic, others are unique. I can provide pics of them. Examined in the picture, realize that the symbols are connected through a strange logical sequence. We'll gain Expert Cryptographer. All allies gain +7 logic. The Rogue Trader's servants have succeeded in identifying and studying the patterns. We do lose an efficiency. Oh, I will get a Peculiar Trinket. They gain 2 temporary wounds. When the wearer's wounds drop to 0, they fall prone and gain 10% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Wearer becomes a priority target of adjacent enemies, while prone if the wearer has no other allies with more than 0 wounds. They and their allies die. They still have temporary wounds. Yeah, I'm not fussed by that. I do quite like this one, though. The +7 logic. Why not? Let's see if we can get a better version. Spotting an intriguing pattern in the drawing of symbols left by the prisoners. Hypothesis, they have a practical purpose. Question access to the mines and the right to investigate the specimen for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Disappearing prisoners. What is the point of running away from penal servitude? The entire world is a prison cell. No, Shireen. These Ashmags have found some sort of smuggling tunnel network and are hiding there. And the drawings are their secret language, which they use to give orders to their fellow prisoners. I know some guys who can find such secret places and decipher these languages. The convicts continue to disappear for no reason. The unrest will soon follow, without fear or hope for the possibility of escape. To stifle this, we have to put pressure on the convicts' leaders. My experience suggests that such people can hold more sway than an overseer. I can't do this one because we don't have any people, apparently. Expert Cartographer, Peculiar Trinket. Let's get Expert Cartographer with no negative effects. Wise servants of the Omissar have interrogated these strange prisoners. Research on their brain tissue did not reveal any mutations. Those laborers who have completely lost their utility have been granted servitorization in order to maintain production levels, but it seems in the end something was found after all. The drawing of the prisoners have been too systematic. They could not simply be gibberish. These sets of repeating elements of the dashes and dots are far too similar, but if indeed it was a secret language, then judging by its complexity and the possibility of decoding it, language was definitely not created by a convict. Punishment of the Thinkers. Okay, and so next we get mechanisms +1, chemicals +1, simple security +2, explosives mobile extractium ×5. Costs me 2 phlogiston, 2 mechanisms, blocks Lair of the Void and Holy Servitude. Gets me a marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to use Melter Scorching area attack once per combat. Plus we profit factor Juzians plus 1,500. And Lair in the Void. Yeah, I'm not worried about that one. Ooh, not entirely sure which way I'd go on that one. Enviro Dome gains I will feel no poison feature. All allies gain +5 corrosive and suffer -10% toxic damage. Placement security go up. All allies gain +5 commerce and 4% hit chance. And efficiency goes up. Okay. Let's have a look at some of these early ones. I mean, this costs me a lovely chemical and efficiency goes up. Let's get security. We didn't actually... We didn't get another... Oh, yeah, we did. We're getting Doctrine of Rationality. We went backwards. We have a Gamma. We are waiting on Adamantine. Okay. Map of the Coronas. Let's see what else we've got. Let's find our Adamantine and let's get our upgrades going. Let's chart the routes. We have 2 directions to go. Let's go to the dead end first. Warp travel. Dash 2, a message from Achilles Scalander on Dargonus. He closely studied the data from the incursion on Phoebos 6, including the mention of the Xenos leaders. He promised to direct the efforts of his aides to identify those enemies of humanity so their location can be determined. Master Scalander is also reporting that the Drukhari are getting ready for more attacks on your territory. Information from his aides continues to arrive, and Achilles is will personally report to you the moment the target for the upcoming raid becomes clear. The Drukhari excel at catching their opponents off guard, and there will be little time to mount a response. According to the Master Scalander, your personal participation in defense would be the best strategy given the circumstances. Stop the Xenos raids on your holdings, but I assume we don't know where they are. Hunt down the leaders who were detected on... I mean, like I said, I assume they are in an unknown area of the world, so just hit chart new routes. Visit. Give me that adamantine. Unknown ships. Unidentified ruins. Why do I feel like I'm going to be down on the surface of the planet? Here we go. We'll quickly do our level up. And then we'll charge in. Unidentified ruins. They look very, old school and holy to me. Right, let's do our quick level up. What have we got? Not too much, actually. Base skills, my character's training agility. We could go, oh, we got weapons skill. Potentially some weapons skill. Have we got anything else? Combat master, not a bad one. Dueling Master. Heavy weapon, it will not die. Oh, half wounds? Sure. Again, half wounds. And then... attacks an enemy that is full wounds. The assassin gets plus 20% dodge reduction. From one of the assassin's allies, side assassin's turn, inevitable. Every turn, the first user of assassin ability costs 0 AP. Let's do that. Sweet. That will very much help, because we do kind of have a bit of a problem with efficiency, as in action efficiency. 12% parry and armor. That's actually a very nice one. I've almost always got temporary wounds on good old Abe. Well, that's not bad. At center of attention with taunting scream or taunting shout. Okay, yeah, so definitely enduring shield so far. I'm probably going to skip those, we usually do. Unless we come down to maybe one of our base skills. Nothing isn't an immediate, so we say jump up or increase. We're not going to attempt to get our dodge up because it's terrible. Wouldn't mind power armor proficiency, but we don't have any power armor, so it's a bit pointless at this stage. Ranks available. All enemies in 10-hour radius around the prey have their agility reduced by -5 times the prey difficulty tier for 2 rounds. That's not bad. That was 5 times, wasn't it? Yes. Pierce the armor. Carry the bounty hunter gains half bonuses. The first time since the end of their turn. Oh. Not bad. Oh, I see 7-star rating. Just there's too many formulas in these things. Kills prey who's difficulty 4 higher, the bounty hunter gains additional 2 AP. The enemy affected by piercing shot has their armor reduced by 7%. Attack. We could go for an advanced skill, although I think we've got a lot of them here. flame weapon. We've got... I mean, we haven't got it will not die. We could also get heavy weapon proficiency. There's a potential on that. I think we currently need... I don't have to check. I think it was 55 or 60. I mean, I'm not going to grab that now for the heavy bolter I had. I still have it, that is. I may have put it into my cargo. Outer weapons, plasma weapon proficiency. I already have this feature. So she can wear power armor. She doesn't have the strength for it, but she can wear power armor. Which makes sense. I would figure her to be wearing power armor out of all of my characters. So let's go for that. Basically helps me when I get stuck into melee and helps me dodge away more to the point. We're going to go, let's be honest, straight down to our warp skills. Effect stacks, but is reset by critical hit. Means damage by the navigator 7 plus 7 damage from all attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. Warp. Every even turn, the navigator gains an additional action point. Every odd turn, the navigator gains plus 20 perception. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We got quite a few characteristics of training. Don't worry about those. I believe we also already have nimble. We don't really need it. Will not die at this point. Oh, we don't have nimble. Ooh, that is tempting. Get an extra 10% dodge. And then let's add plus 5 to... Wow, both these have minus 10. What from? Dark Visionary Hood. Ah, right. Yes, fair enough. Let us go and... Will be willpower. Not this turn. Fellowship or perception, really? Go ahead and grab some more perception. Pascal. Oh, just one simple choice. And it is a bounty hunter's choice, unless, of course... we come down to his standard things. I think quite accelerating protocols would be quite nice. Dodge reduction and parry reduction with melee weapons. If the enemy dodges or parries his attack, the bonus is doubled. The next melee attack against that enemy. I've not really equipped him for melee damage, but maybe I could. Flame weapon proficiency. Last weapon. Melter weapon expert. Gain plus 4 maximum damage. I don't think there's any point in nimbling him. No, there's not. He's not the most dodgy kind of person. Power weapon expert. Solid projectile. Swift movement. Power weapon attacks. I wonder if he counts as having a power weapon. I'm not sure if he does. I have a feeling he might. Let's go and... I'm going to keep acceleration protocols, give him a bit of extra movement. And what do we have? More stacks of tactical advantage, that's not bad. You know, that is gain momentum plus 1 more. Whenever the match station lose momentum, they lose minus 1 less. The match station has 10% higher chances of hitting cover when shooting at match station allies behind cover. All allies have plus 20% dodge against attacks made by allies. Deal plus 20% damage to allies. Okay. Grants smash technician stacks of tactical advantage. That ally also heals 1 wound for every stack. Granted. Advantage per every 5 momentum gained by the mass tactician or their allies. Okay. Grenades and medikits. Ah, no, I know what I want to do. That's just reminded me. I want to give her the base skill of Medicae because her skill is ridiculously high. And so with that, she can now go and use, because she'll also be very, very useful for it, Medkit. 9 plus Medicae divided by 4, 6 plus Medicae divided by 5. Go and chuck one of them in there. And then we have trauma kit of some kind, I believe. Chuck those two in there. Whenever the wearer uses a magic psychic power, you are Lore Imperium person. Knowing how it doesn't show you the other character stats when you're on this screen. I know it does when you're choosing whether to improve it or not. I feel like you probably are, right? No, you're not, so don't need to worry about that, so that can be replaced. You have bonus to commerce and Lore Imperium. We'll keep what you've got. Hyrmic's potentially going to get a power sword. Let's double check. I think this is power. Yeah, it is a power weapon. That's interesting. We'll potentially place that. Hunter Carapace, medium armor. We do need to get him some much better armor. That can go to cargo. Melter Ultima. That's actually not that great. Although, you do have a melter gun. The Melter Ultima can replace your gun. Add to cargo. Facing chest plate. Just add that. But hang on. Was that good for Abelard? No, it's terrible. Let's add that to cargo. Her for weapons. 6 to 9 for Splinter Pistol. Blast Pistol, Laz. One-handed ranged light. 15 to 25. 60% armor penetration. Dodge reduction 30. This is a great weapon. It has a dark light blast. Let's have it replace... Let's double check the difference between my current weapons. Let's have it replace the Splinter Pistol, I reckon. I believe was that one. Yes, we are removing the Splinter Pistol. Always add to cargo. Add to cargo. Drukhari equipment. It looks like nobody can use them because if she can't, nobody can. Let's add that to cargo. Okay, we're not going to go bother playing with our Void Ship just yet. We'll do that after this before we go into Void Combat. We know that's coming next. And so what do we need? Strength? 55. So yeah, minus 25 strength would give us a lovely score of 30 on that one. A deadly repeater. I wanted to keep my bolt pistol. I haven't got rid of Unfading Valor yet because, I don't know. I feel like it's their unique weapon. It should be kept. Okay. Let's quickly F5 because things go wrong. As I've always said, I don't like doing my admin twice.
I offer up my thanks to thee, O Messiah.
Ruins vaguely resemble the architecture of the Imperium, and yet there is some subtle difference.
Whose prey is knowledge.
Demolish the obstacle. Kabooey.
Never doubt me.
Never said I did. Calm yourself down. Oh, hello. What is this horrible nonsense?
Over there.
A single look at this strange pattern is enough to send your mind reeling. Okay. The human skeleton is curled up in an unnatural position. It is inside a void suit with a hole burned right through it. Someone has carved a strange pattern on the floor. As you look at the lines, a fog descends over your mind. You can jump through the window. I feel like that would just be another way to get in here. Yeah, it looks like it. We saved ourselves a melter bomb.
It's about time.
Okay, we know this is going to go wrong, don't we, folks?
And done.
Beacon Sci-Tech belongs... Oh, so we did succeed, gained 9 experience. Hardo suffers a fresh injury. Oh, interesting. As did everybody else. Beacon Sci-Tech belongs to the ancient Xenos called Craves, monstrosities who enhance their mental control over entire planets with the use of such devices.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, interesting. We can redirect it through several things. What's all this about then? Okay, very strange. Very strange. I'm gonna go and jump through a window
We need
simply
to
because I
investigate.
can. Harder awareness test succeeded. What did we awarenessly test ourselves against? Not quite sure, really. It does highlight what you find, but I don't seem to have found anything, really.
I rise to the occasion.
I mean, all we basically did was chop off this corridor bit, to be honest.
Victory awaits! Halt! I noticed something.
Goods. Got a cracked Xeno chest. The small chest made from a strange material has no keyhole or any other openings. The mercury crystal on the lid is cracked but continues to glow brutally. Okay.
Done.
Whoa.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, what's
Cast
going
your
on
eye
over
there.
Cast my eye where? I should tell me sometimes. Oh. Got it. Cracked Vox. A furious male voice is coming from the old Vox. This is Captain Trevor Durer calling the bullion. Get your asses back to the surface and get me out of here. My guts may be fused to my suit, but I'm not dead yet, no matter how much you wish it otherwise. A moment later, the raging tone gives way to strangled rasping. Hey, can any of you hear me? Respond. I'll pay double, just don't leave me here. Damn it. It was going so well, we even figured out how to open the first sphere, thanks to the pattern on the floor. Yeah, who knew there'd be so much trouble with the second one? I didn't. They didn't either. Cowards. The moment that beam was directed back, I was already lying with my guts turned inside out. And they were running off with my goods. Oh, Emperor. Hang on, let's pull up the full info. Goods. Oh, Emperor, why'd you leave me like that? I'm scared. Oh, yes, no, I don't want to die, not alone. Aren't you supposed to watch over all of your children? Quiet, you lot. Shut it already. I can't hear myself. The recording is silent for a few moments. All you can hear is the sound of someone pounding the shell of a void suit with the recording device. I'm cold. I wonder if I'll die from the lack of oxygen, or will my organs give out earlier? The damned gods, the damned Imperium, in the end you will all serve the true masters. Human speech gradually deteriorates into an indecipherable mixture of howling and clicking sound. Okay. That being the case, does that mean...
stars.
I mean, he found something over here. I feel like... And I definitely can't see anything come up on my screen. Okay, let's... Oh, our warp apparition has disappeared. I seem to have missed that one, maybe. What? Was it me who carved this out? Why can't I remember anything? Oh. It seems the pattern no longer works. Oh, wait, we have to create these patterns, I'm thinking. Right. Oh dear Lord. And so to go ahead and do that, I mean, I guess this is supposed to be the top point. I can only assume. I can just about only assume. If that one goes to there. That one goes to there. That one goes to there, and then if I direct it back to here, I think that just about makes a star. Look in the drawers. Open the chest. There you go, we managed to find ourselves an ancient force sword. Collect all. Lost item just now, the cracked Xeno chest. Okay. In that case, let's do this one, because I think...
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
You love to take charge, don't you?
Seems the pattern no longer works. Oh, interesting, but I just put the cracked Xeno chest back in there. This pattern doesn't seem to do anything. Let's try this one a quick second again. Which means that... It's exactly my thoughts.
Do you require an audience?
Shireen?
Doubt is for the weak.
Join me in prayer.
Seems the pattern no longer works. That did not open that. Like I said, we've lost our cracked Xeno chest, mind you. So is there another pattern we can potentially make? That would be something different. I mean, because this is a weird attempt at a star, I believe.
Watching the lady handle sacred technology breaks my heart, figuratively speaking. My cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more.
I'm always ready.
Let's...
I'm restless. You don't frighten me.
Don't cross the beams.
I'm listening.
And so without crossing the beams...
Act.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
If I do that and then move it on one, we'll cross the beams, I believe.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah. Okay, no, didn't cross the beams.
You are in the presence of House Orselli.
Brace yourself,
That did.
Abelard.
That very much did. No crossing of beams, but there's definitely a configuration that I can't figure out here. Start at the back.
Ready as always.
We do...
They fear to look at me because of my appearance.
The Emperor sets my path.
We do a reverse star.
They say
I feel like
a
this is
little
going to
bit
go
of
wrong.
humility never hurts anyone.
Yep,
I
that
help
was.
others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
A 5-pointed thing. So I feel like that will open the last chest. And... keep us going.
Terminated.
I mean, we started off by going to that one first. On the second one, we went to that one. I mean, the problem is that we all go clockwise.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Shireen?
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Color the uncolored.
I feel like this is going to hurt. Hey! I got it!
Your seneschal is always there for you.
We got Pains of Domination. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy, they receive a stacking 5 bonus to willpower until the end of combat. And a Foul Sight Veil Eldari equipment. You can go to cargo, select all. Oh!
I'll see you
We got some
terminated.
warp enemies turn up, which is quite funny because we are quite injured. Just the 3 of them. Just the 3 of us. A Screech of Zeech and a Pink Horror. They, of course, will turn into blue horrors. Cass. You can actually come forward a bit. Hardor, you can come downstairs. Abe, you need to come forward a lot. In fact, let's have you come to this side. You're good where you are. And Genta, let's have you come forward what you can. Pascal, I'm happy for you. No, wait, Pascal, go one to the left. Want to get Cass an open firing lane, basically. For the enemy. Who gets to go first? The Pink Horror. Let's...
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Focus Unleashed effect. Cass use Warp Curse unleashed on Scream of Zeech. Scream of Zeech, Warp Curse unleashed effect applied. Momentum changed by -4 to 49. Reason custom. Reason custom. Oh, interesting. Our momentum went down for some strange reason. We have Void Screen, Piercing Fight, Warp Creature, Manifestation, Combat Master, and the good old Pink Horrors, Warp Creature, Manifestation, Split. Yes. Summons 2. Oh wait, sorry. Burning Fire, let's get both of them.
If I may,
Immolate the Soul.
me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Front line.
If only that were possible.
And... yeah, sure, we'll attempt to stick it back here. That'll work. Think. And let's get...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
cover in there. And the back line. You know what? Let's just have that
I
put by
am a
there.
navigator, not a servitor.
Yeah, cool. So we'll put run Argento to the left. Yeah, it's about to, yeah, he's going straight in for the attempted kill. Let's come to here. Oh, in fact, no, let's not charge it.
Let's see how they respond to this.
205 health for the pink horrors. Let's aim for the opening. And
Nothing I can't do. Not
Little
a
reckless.
problem for me.
3%
Suits my
chance.
purposes.
Of course he dodged. And I parried. And then let's just swing away normally. 73 damage. About as much as I would have done anyway. Gas suffers plus 100% more damage until the end of combat. Whoa, let's not do that. I tell thee. Pascal.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Bark as prey. Let's bark all three of them as prey, basically. Well, I probably can't. No, I can't quite see this one. And go and use.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Perfect skill.
Request approved.
Go ahead and use those openings.
Running binaric override.
Oh, damn it. I overused abilities. Let's just go in for the single attack then.
Calculated fury algorithm.
Stick 56 damage in his face. Let's go ahead and mark the last guy as prey.
This is favorable.
Watch and learn.
Extra 50 damage. And you want to go attack Abelard? That's fine.
Another clean strike.
7 damage.
Do I need to do everything myself?
Just went and bloody well took down Argenta. Let us... Things are not looking good. Let's go and increase the stats of... I'm going to say Pascal.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Say give Pascal another turn. And let's basically... Let's just basically swing away.
My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah condemns
Beautiful.
you.
Perfect kill that was. We have now, however, gone and surrounded Cassia with 2 pink horrors.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Interesting. We didn't even go back to Jay's turn, even though it was in fact technically her turn. On the Master Technician gains plus 1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage. Master Technician has.
Am I getting paid for
Give
this?
Abelard a bit more damage. And we'll leave it at that then. Let's take a step forward.
Follow my lead.
Attempt to, Nope, I didn't think it was going to get those, but I had to try. Had to try.
Indeed.
Turn on the parry ability. And let's go
I
and put it
will
on
do my
endure.
duty.
And let's attack.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, he parried. That's annoying. Cass got plus 11. That hits J. That's a little bit annoying.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around
dodge.
so painted black.
There you go. He was our biggest problem. He's now off the map.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Going to give Pascal an extra turn.
Running binary override.
Here, come back to me so I get another plus 11 healing.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Double dodge.
Dare you!
And slam some warp goodness into him.
Nothing I can't do.
Boom.
All too easy. Not a problem for me.
Lovely bit of 92 damage. Let's see if we can
Suits
finish
my
it.
purposes.
Oh, he's hanging on with 4 health. And he's not even bleeding or anything.
Advancing.
Just come and kill this guy. Alright then, that's what I like to see. And let's go and make this guy a little bit weaker. Lovely 43 damage back on him. Have a look at our new pistol.
Going somewhere?
Holy hell, that was beautiful. I quite enjoyed that. Let us
I can do that with the
give
right
Abelard
incentive.
another go.
At your beck and call.
He can swing away. Yep, keep on attacking, boys. And then let's give Abelard a bit
Tell
more
me, and it is done.
damage. Let's just swing away
It
again.
will be done.
We'll leave it at that. Gas is going to come to here and straight line burn them. Then let's just do the same thing
Me?
exactly
First
one more time.
Race, at least.
Now Argenta went down, but we got some
Follow
pretty nice
my
items
lead.
out of this little excursion. Solved the puzzle. Let's have a quick look. Remind ourselves what we even got. We got kills an enemy. They receive a stacking +5 bonus to willpower until the end of combat. I'm thinking Cass. +10 bonus to awareness. We'll drop that off. I mean, we should have... Well, I think her awareness increases our void chip thing as well, but that's okay, I think. And then we got an ancient force sword, which is a tiny bit better. +10% price my 10 to weapon skill when hit. The war sword deals an additional plus psi rating damage. Well, then that's not really going to happen, is it? So yeah, no, that's fortunately not for us.
A new challenge for me?
Return to the void chip. Sure, we'll collect that Vox recording and we'll go back to our ship. Hey, Draco. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just figured there had to be another pattern. If I kept trying enough patterns, I'll find it. That's how it goes. We are going to quickly jump into our bridge. We're going to go see if we can get any new fun toys from the Imperial Navy. And of course, persistence is the key. And the only thing that was happening to me was I was getting injuries. And I can live with that. Now, admittedly, I then went and lost Argenta in a fight, but it was a very small world. That was the end. It was all okay. A lot of the puzzles, you know, unfortunately, you quite often get one chance, and then it's like the items you were using explode in your face, and you're done. Like, oh, okay, I guess I failed that one. We'll never know. So let's come and see what fun new toys I can grab. That's gone up from 5 to 8, I think. Let's have a quick look in here. Nope, we just need a profit factor of 70. And that is going to be such a great armor upgrade for Pascal. I think he's currently on 25%. It's not good. The Drusians, did we go and grab anything? Reconstructed Flamer Pistol. Sure, we'll grab that. Why not? And then Reputation. Whoops, no. And let's go to our Imperial Navy friends. Reputation. Select Tradable. Give them everything we got. And Glimmer Ray Pattern Void Shields. Let's not worry about that. 4 short burning, 19 damage. Let's not worry about that. 4 shots, 27 damage each. Sold. 4 short burning. That's what we're at. So number 7. Long range broadside plasma macro cannons fire 3 shots for 33 damage. We'll grab it. It's very tempting at this point. And 4 short burning monster torpedoes with 27 damage. We've got 5 and 27 at the moment. Okay, and we need to start very much increasing our profit. Wow, our profit factor needs to be in the hundreds for the rest of this. That's quite mad. And so let's actually. Does that actually? I think it actually puts us up a level. It does, right. What does that manage to get us? Some good old large medikits and Warworld Origin Enforcer Carapace. We're probably not going to use you, but let's have a look. Close this down. I don't think. If I quickly come into here and look on, no, features, talents. Where does it say what world I came from? Biography, I suppose it should do. No, but that's not going to do it. There you go. Death World, Imperial, Forge, Unknown, Imperial, and Imperial. Yeah, everybody's Imperial except for me who went Death World. So that means that that's now just going to become part of cargo, but that's fine. It's a free item. Cargo. Okay, and then let's go to Void Ship Management. And we have 4 shots, 27 damage. Do I want it to go port or starboard? I mean, that's the question. We'll go left side. Then we have double against enemy kinetic attacks. We can get rid of that now, I think. And I would say get rid of that. There's no advantage to it anymore. We've replaced it. Not quite sure if I want to go long range. I mean, 333 is 99, 421 is 84. So it actually does more damage anyway. But we may as well. And it needs to go... Oh, well, on my starboard, that's actually quite easy to see. And this ancient component of the Dagona's fleet frigate was discovered in the wastes of the engine Vandars and presented to the rogue trader. Unfortunately, it's not great, so that can go to cargo as well. And then back to the Cronus Expanse map. Let's go pick a fight, folks. Let's go pick a fight. You'll have a good bit of Void Warfare. I still do need to improve how good I am at it, though, because if this was Grim Darkness, which I think I want to do for my next playthrough, not going to be pretty. As soon as you draw close to the unknown ships, it points its loaded cannons directly at you. Several other ships emerge from the shadows of drifting asteroids, tightly encircling you. Captain Xantha LaBouche offers a mocking greeting and a proposition. You can buy your way out of this, but the price must be to her soul's satisfaction. The outrageous suggestion sends your crew into a fury. You are in a no-win scenario. You can enter an even fight and lose everything, or shamefully pay to save your skin, sacrificing only your pride. I'm just going to kill them. An unwinnable fight? I don't think so. There's no such thing. These pirates are probably going to be mean as hell now. The pirates are usually quite weak and pathetic. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how many of them there are.
The Emperor is on our side.
Only 4? Oh, and of course, yes, we get our ally, don't we, after having gone and done that. So we've got our Falchion class. We've got a little Cobra class destroyer over there, and a little Cobra class destroyer over here. Let's start piling things in, I reckon.
Annihilate them!
Alright, triple torpedoes. They can go off to my left. Let's have the Sunhammer Lance battery.
Lead them!
Forward shields are falling
This
apart
one's
already.
going down.
And then... more shots. Ah, of course my strong torpedoes are on the left. Oh, and he's got one more. And let's go and fire the macro cannon straight into his face.
Purgation through blessed plasma fire.
Yeah, that's right. He's dead. Let's...
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Let's keep dropping some torpedoes, quite frankly, to my left. We're going to come off to my right. This... we've got all macro cannons and lances.
Fire the lance batteries!
We unfortunately... 1, 2, 3, 4. If we jump forward by 5 squares...
Macro cannons, volley!
then he just exploded. We'll go and improve our rear shields. That's if he even comes after us, because we have our ally right here. Sword class frigate. Let's see what he does. I feel like that's going to be a distraction for him. Yes, and he is perfectly lined up for almost all of my torpedoes. Where you going? Where you going? Yep, you stay right there. Oh, he's splitting fire. At least he's getting past the torpedoes. At least he's getting past the torpedoes. Let's come right back down to here. That set of torpedoes. You can come and say hello to these guys. Engine course, disengage, let's live to fight another day. I do not think so. Oh, no, he's, retake control of those torpedoes, and...
Strike them, now!
Dead. I'm not even gonna... oh, no, wait, I have to move, don't I? Now, unfortunately, it's weirdly gone and...
Lay in the course.
move me around, or change my movement thing. Yeah, that was quite easy. Pirates might join an unwinnable fight. Who was it exactly unwinnable for?
I knew you were a great Lord Captain, Sherry.
That was an annihilation. Let's do that again. Zero damage, 4 ships dead. It's not quite as difficult as facing, for instance, Drukhari raiders. Those dudes are a pain in the ass. They always hide behind you. And can we be rewarded with some adamantine, maybe? Oh, we can! 2 adamantine. That will be our last extractive, but that's okay. Wonders of nature. Your slowed mountain chain is composed entirely of a mineral with a shiny, mirror-like surface. The mineral itself has no particular value for production, but its properties make this place incredibly beautiful. The sky is brilliantly reflected in the many surfaces of the plateaus. oddly shaped rocks, stone arches, and columns. The view is especially stunning on clear starry nights, or when aurora trails dance in the sky. The enraptured crew have asked the Lord Captain's permission to visit this remarkable place. Grand shore leave. So I'm sure something's going to go wrong. The shore leave passed without incident, and the ship's officers talked about it for weeks afterwards. Lady Cassia spent a great deal of time in the Mirror Mountains. One cannot say whether it was in awe or contemplation. Upon her return to the ship, she spent several days in her quarters in front of her easel, but the canvas remained unmarked. Okay, well, that does give us then 2 adamantine, which... we have done our crusade, yes, of course. And we got Saint Cognatius's scriptures. Yeah, I want to say Cavagam. I want to say Fabo 6. Warp Guide, Security +2. Because I believe it cost us... yes. No, it cost us phlogiston and mechanisms, but it got us mobile extractiums. It did block, however, Holy Servitude, Drusians, and Profit Factor. Oh, I do quite like Profit Factor. I like that quite a lot. Dreamless, Underground Workers. Oh, Giants was the other. Yes, Giants costs us 1 adamantine and gets us 10 mobile extractiums. That's what I want. Plus 1 Profit Factor as well. Let's go and grab that. I just need to remember to not use my last adamantine, because I need it for Armored Rage. Get my lance weapon. So let's go and get Giant so I can get 10 more mobile extractiums. Because that in essence can get me more adamantine. Let's just come over here. Foulstone, we got anything. I mean, we've done everything in Foulstone. We're still grabbing something there. Kiava Gamma is now working. Dargonus is working. Fable 6. Let's have a look. Underground Workers cost me a mechanism. What have we got? 3. Gets me some plasteel. Chemicals for efficiency. I mean, 5 more mobile extractiums. Maybe unnecessary now. I'm getting 10. And I don't really need the Explorator's reputation. The Holy Servitude, Drusian's reputation. It's not as much, but it is +3 profit factor, which I do kind of want. Cost me 2 people. Can we get 2 people from somewhere? Efficiency. No, we can get some plasteel. Get some efficiency. Cost me a chemical. Let's go and do that. That can keep going whilst we're doing things in the background. And like I said, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do in these other places. Do need, however, some more people. We are, yep, perfectly leveled out. Foulstone is just using all of my people. -12 on Foulstone. I need Janus to give me some more. What are we getting? Science of Virtue. That won't get us people, will it? Blocks. This, which actually takes people. And provisions, chemicals, and promethium, and efficiency. Unfortunately, no people. Unfortunately, no people. We need more people. And points of interest, unidentified ruins. We've been there. It was fantastic. Let's go back to the map. Whew. And hey, maybe let's try and find some more pirates. They're fun people to play with. Yeah, just, I mean, hey, fun people to play with, folks. Now, I do need to go back to Dargonus, admittedly, but part of me also wants to keep exploring. I'm going to explore one more system, and then I promise I'll go back to Dargonus and move things forward. Master Helmsman Raver, the crew is grumbling again, but they've a right reason this time. Our analytic systems have gone totally bonkers. The Red Robes, tech priests, are blaming the anger of the machine spirits. Allegedly, this is how they profess their displeasure at the crew not being worshipful. We have largely managed to stabilize the output of the augurs and auspexes across the ship, but you should know there is something awfully sketchy about the machines these days. I can confirm, Lord Captain, the vessel's analytic systems were behaving incorrectly for a time. The constellations could not produce statistical data and displayed meaningless numeric combinations instead. The augurs failed to correct analyze matter and mistook solids for liquids and vice versa. Thanks to the tech priest's efforts, standard operations of the ship's mechanisms has been restored. I am still registering sporadic reports of similar malfunctions, but we should now be able to handle them. Good to know. Let's chart new systems. Can we see this? Yes, we can. What rumor do we have? Hotbed of Xeno Heresy. I feel like I should... I'm going to go back to Dargonus. I said I would after I've looked at this system. But I feel like I really should keep going forward. Because, I mean, a Hotbed of Xeno Heresy? I mean, that... the Emperor will not stand for it. Oh, Explorator Void Station. Interesting. Let's go scan some planets. A moment, you know, maybe some equipment. Let's not go too crazy. Of course, Prisoners of Ice. A strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites of this frozen world. Countless human bodies suspended in the clear ice of a glacier. The bodies showed no signs of injury. It was as if they dived into liquid water the moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them in place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them. Searchers uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Okay. Again, I'm guessing some of these mysteries I cannot solve because I just don't have the crew personnel that maybe might give me some insights. Which I'm hoping to get my next playthrough because I'm going to go Iconoclast and everybody will be welcome. 5 plasteel. I don't have any extractiums, so there's no point in even thinking about it. It approaches the Adeptus Mechanicus Void Station It is met with the hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. An explorer Lex Mechanic who introduced himself as Server Unit 42 dispassionately requires how the station can be used to the Void Trader. Give transnumerian elements to the Adeptus Mechanicus. We don't have any cargo fuel left. Flippin' heck. Plunder the station. Cargo torpedoes leave the... Throws a trade of resources. Upon consulting the data, the station has been conscious that Lex Mechanic Service Unit 42 confirms that the station requires rare trans uranium elements or natural gas for research and of an undiscovered nature. Moment, but the Adeptus Mechanicus representative on Footfall will certainly repay him for his aid. Okay, so if we get fuel, we can come back here. Fortunately, that's all we've got. Now, again, not too many incidences, but hey, that's fine. It was a nice quick visit. Now let's warp travel back. I said I would. There's part of me, I can't just help it. There's part of me that really wants to keep exploring. Let's reduce this by 1 level. And let's travel back. Let's go to... Oh, hello. Reports of Xenos raid against a merchant ship in the silence of Mare Segrid. The coordinates of a hypothetical contact have been forwarded to the crew. If you wish to support your subjects and fight back against Xenos personally, we must hurry. It's likely that the merchant ship will be able to resist the enemies of humanity for long. Emergency aboard the Void ship. Foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of the Geller field and spawned unimaginable beasts of unnatural hues. The Vox systems are picking up the crewman's screams and the warp field's loathsome giggles. The situation demands immediate attention. We've given away all of our things. We need to hold on to our cargo a little bit. I'm going to have to go personally fight these demons aboard our ship. I wonder what version they will be this time. Also, quite interestingly, haven't had any demons of, I want to say, Cain, if I'm remembering all of them correctly. There has been no skulls for the Skull Throne aboard the ship. Yeah, even these are... even these are Zinch horrors. We are facing Zinch and...
Join me in prayer.
Take a few steps to the side. Let's change your weapon. Let's burn this Xenos.
You dare cross a
Pick the fight.
A poor decision.
Go and stick you in there. I don't like the color of this horrible thing. Abelard can go next to you. Harder can go next to you. Argento directly behind. Now, if they have area of attack spells, this may not go too well. Now, there are 4 enemies. Yep, those are 4 enemies that I can see. I'm going to take Abelard 1 step forward. Because... wow, the momentum's just down. Changed by 9 to 29. got a lot of temporary wounds, apparently. But, yeah, I don't know. Who goes next? The pink horror of Zinj. Right then, let's simply be happy hitting 3 of them.
I am a navigator, not a saboteur.
Little stare. Going, oh, we can't curse them, it seems. Oh, and we have potential lots of pain coming in. They'll... Oh, the navigators... What? What's going on here? I can't seem to hit them. It's like there's... Hang on, having destroyed my cover, are you telling me it's now blocking my own vision? What the... What is this madness you are telling me? It's now become not cover, but a solid object that is in my way. Okay. Well then, in that case,
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's have...
If I may.
Abelard charge right in then.
At your beck and call. Grey hair,
I don't quite know
short
what's
hair.
going on with that one, folks. But that's just a little bit weird. And that'll be Cass's go. Lots of manifestation. Let's come up to here.
Guided by faith.
Of course, all of the pink horrors will become blue horrors.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Go mark every pink horror
I'll do it.
there is. We'll hold on to that a second. Go and grab that.
Doubt is for the weak.
Over penetration. Yep, I was hoping I
As
could
the
get both of them. Beautifully burnt. Oh wait, I didn't do concentrated fire. Let's now grab rod and gun. And let's potentially spawn some blue horrors.
Faith without eradicated.
Oh, there's 2 more blue horrors right at there. This pink horror managed to survive.
Doubt is for the weak.
And let's start putting up our momentum. Come on. Come to Unky Abe. Let's not go into the void.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Increase. Probably reduced by half attack to intelligence bonus. Enemies suffer -2 intelligence, -2 to dodge, +1 int rounds. I don't know, there's too many formulas sometimes. Some things are very, very hard to keep track of, really, in my opinion.
Request approved.
Let us, as well, multiple point. Let's just mark all of the current blue horrors.
My vow is to serve. Request approved.
Now it's time to blow things up. We're gonna go for an area attack. Oh, we're in a straight line now, aren't we? Well, that's a bit of a mistake. Let's just keep spawning everything. Why not? And then let's...
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
expose weakness.
Pain and
Oh, he actually
duty
hit
go
me.
hand in hand.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
Okay, you can't do that. Getting a beautiful grenade coming in here somewhere. Haywire grenade. It's got a bit of a better spread to it. Yeah, kind of. Let us... How many stacks are we up to? 42, not bad.
Don't get too cocky.
Let's give him increased resolve. Also going to go and give him increased damage. There's most of my stacks gone. And then let's...
I can do that.
basically go and
with the right
stack up
incentive.
Abelard. And then... I go and stick myself in here.
Am I getting paid for this?
And then let's shoot this blue horror in the face. Beautiful! I love that new weapon, it's great. Yes, keep joining around. Let's... charge in. Oh, he's almost dead. 1 health remaining. We're going to leave him for Abelard to kill.
All too easy.
Probably not going to be able to hit him.
Suits my purpose.
Let's go for
Not a
simply 2
problem
single
for me.
attacks. Oh, Abe. Now, yes, unfortunately... swinging would hit a lot of our... well, no, just hit Bajado. I think I can live with that.
It will be done.
Get everybody to attack Abe. And then let's swing away.
Indeed.
Sorry, Bajado. I parried. Beautiful. Then...
I will do my duty. It will be done.
Step forward. What do we got? We've got 2 AP, so yeah, let's take a step forward. And... just
Try
swing
and
this
test
way.
the tactics as a best one. We'll rule the stars themselves.
I am going to...
At your beck and call. I'm not interested.
make 1 swing like
Victory
this.
is imminent. You to come. Indeed. Target well struck.
And let's start. I didn't even notice there was a blue
At
horror
your
hiding in
beck
here.
and call. I'd rather not.
Oh, we're out.
I took care of this one.
Ha 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 ha. Have a bit of that. Oh, Abe gets some more movement again. Not quite sure why.
In the name of House Orcelio,
Let's see if-
I shall prevail.
See if Bajado can just...
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
start swinging away and start
Nothing I can't do.
dealing some extra damage.
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
It has not. Oh, I thought we...
Not my specialty.
Oh, it did not interrupt our
Nothing I can
Our movement. 75% chance and he dodged. Wow. Oh, wow. Shot Abelard in the ass instead. That didn't go quite so as well as planned.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, one more of those.
Me, if you insist.
Done.
No!
Oh.
These group you blushes are choking me.
Guidance of the Astronomicon. What's that? I don't actually know.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Not very good at avoiding those danger zones, are they? Okay, but that's the warp creatures sorted out. Now I have to go hunt some Drukhari raiders, I believe. Just as I get back to Dargonas. Arrive in time to help the Void ship. I just cut down and like take a huge shortcut? Because going around will take a long time, quite frankly. I'm going to. Grab me a shortcut. Make it unsafe. I'd say that's probably going to be in time. How about you guys? I did just use all 5 of my navigator things. Was it worth it? Probably. Probably not. Who knows? Let's go ahead and say hello to some Drukhari void ships. Time will tell. Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of scans I can do around here to get a few back, and these are all just unsafe routes, so I don't need to use any for a little while either. We'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, I feel being a great rogue trader and, you know, going to the effort of saving my guys.
Glory of the dynasty.
So what have we got? We've got 5 enemies. Imperial Falcon class frigate. I assume that's not somebody to be destroyed. We've got a couple of immortality denied destroyer. That sounds fancy. We've got some last hatred frigate. They do know how to name their frigates, don't they? And so I think that's everybody, I believe. We will attack positions whilst the flagship is in such a position. Its evasion is increased by 35%. Let me see. We've got these 3 guys on the left. We've got the 2 big guys on the right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come forward a bit. And I'm going to launch some torpedoes to the right.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Doesn't really mean a lot because these Drukhari ships are stupidly nimble. So of course we have to defend these guys. And then can we reach with any of our weapons? Not from this range. What I am going... Hang on, no, that's just one off. Let's come forward. That put me a little bit... Yeah, that puts me a little bit closer. I am going to go and try and disable this ship. If I can decrease his mobility at least, that might give me some hope. We got a nice bit of damage. His warp drive has been damaged as well. So maybe he will stay in range of my torpedoes. Good chance of dodging. Yeah, that'd be true. That'd be true.
Bleed them.
Not really a lot else I can do, though, to be fair. Oh, I got a bit of damage through. Now, if I was to jump 5 squares forward, I don't know if it would help. I mean, hang on, it's just kind of weird here. I'm going to have to use my finger, so I apologize. You can see a big hand in front of you. So that kind of moves up. No, I think I miss him. I'll get the guy directly in front of me, I think, if I jump forward. But I'm going to keep my mobility. I am going to put shields on... I'm going to say my 4 shields. I mean, I don't really know, to be honest. That'll be me. I feel like, yeah, I mean, they could attack me from any side whatsoever. Oh, they're going after this ship. Okay. How am I supposed to defend that? Yeah, attack me, please. He's not going to stop there. He's going to stop right behind me. Please don't attack my Imperial Falcon class frigate or it's dead. How are you supposed to defend against that? Alright, if it gets hit like once more, it's going to be gone. Oh, look at that! Beautiful work! I love having that escort ship. The best thing ever. Okay, no, that one moved a little bit. Now this one's moving a little bit. He's inside this cloud. Whenever vessel... I mean, basically, let's just read it this way. Inside this gas cloud, just evasion plus 30%, maneuverability -1, speed -3. My flagship only. Hit chance -25%, range -3. Torpedo. Oh, we can solve this problem. Don't you worry. Let's bring you right to here. And we'll take control of you right now. Very much.
Leave no trace of their filth, rogue trader.
Good. Well, that's going to help the Imperial class Falcon. Let's see if we can take these guys out from where we are. Okay, can we can't hit starboard, but I'm going to hope we've got some distractions in the way of that. Or can we? Oh, we can. Dorsal cannons. Yeah, let's pray. Beautiful. He's taken out. Then if I... Oh, no, we can't hit them from there, but we should be able to hit them from here. Okay, there might be a chance of this dude surviving. Let's see if we can disable this guy at least. We can take down his warp engines. He hopefully won't be able to get in range to do the attack on our Imperial class frigate. We did. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and warp jump forward. Ah, poor boarding crews. They technically got lost in space.
Bleed them!
That's another good hit. We're going to... We can't do 4 shields, so let's go starboard. Because he might curl round. That's the best I've got, really. Oh, and let's go and... actually, I should have done this beforehand. Let's go and open a weakness on him, maybe. Then let's see what he does. My sword class frigate. I love it. I absolutely love my escort ship. Can he? No, he's not in range. That's fair enough. I'm hoping he really comes for me, which he is going to by the looks of it. Wow, he really is going to. Not that much damage done. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Although it looks like we're going to have this all wrapped up before we're done. Unfortunately, the vulnerable part is on the wrong side.
Outstanding.
Fantastic.
And vigilance always prevail.
Absolutely fantastic. So we've gone and saved the Imperial freighter. It looked very, very dodgy at the beginning. From Master Scalander, Lord Captain, this time he is not reporting yet another attack, but the alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Calais' aides have reported that said leader will be heading an attack on the Paradise World Grantis. There was one catch. The planet belongs to Caligos Winterscale, another rogue trader. And? Master Scalander noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an incursion into somebody else's territory. The governor of Grantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins, and if your void ship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing. Alright then. Hey, merchant ship. Lord Captain, we received a Vox message from the rescued vessel. The ship command sends their inordinate thanks for your assistance and reports that a shuttle has been dispatched to deliver something to our ship. Seems the captain has decided to personally thank you for saving his hide. As soon as the transfer takes place, the ship will depart at the system. I imagine they are worried about the integrity of their hole-riddled bucket and want to get as far away from this perilous system as they can. A Ratobi pattern shotgun. Very nice. Okay, let's check the planets whilst we're here. See if we can find anything. Although we haven't got... No, we haven't. Plasteel ×2, unless colony management... Kiavagallant? Nice, now we have. Mobile extractium ×10. And then we want armored rage. Go ahead and grab that. Profit factor +2. What did... Jack got us profit factor +1 as well. That's our profit factor going up. Doctrine of Rationality. That got us, yep, +3 efficiency. Took away 2 people, mind you. We have the option of... We're not going to grab that. We won't be grabbing that. We don't have the people to grab that. And I wanted this. Adeptus Arbit. We need more adamantine. Okay, we need 3 more of that. Dreamless, efficiency +2. Underground working takes a mechanism, gets me 3 plasteel. Holy Servitude, I think I was potentially going to lean into that just because we don't probably need the mobile extractiums anymore. Blocks Envirodome. Efficiency and security go up. Efficiency goes up. Chance. 5 Karus and stuff up. -10% toxic damage. Probably go ergonomics, to be honest. Doesn't cost me anything. But let's go and grab that, although... Envirodome, ergonomics. Envirodome or ergonomics. Okay, so this has to be ergonomics. +5 ballistic skill and +5% damage to the range attacks. Gets me a 2-handed giant axe. Cost me 6 people, however. Cost me 5 weapons. Gets me security 6 people. The cannoneers recruited from the warlike tribes of Phoebo 6 are noted for their outstanding mark. TPDs deal +50% more damage. I think I want to get that just for the people, to be honest. So we can go ahead and get ergonomics. That will cost me 5 weapons. We should have a few, and we should be getting a few more very soon as well. Let's go and grab this. Dargonus. Said we wanted that. We need adamantine. Can't grab anything else in the meantime. Working here, the Science of Virtue. Takes a sanctioned psyker, and I got some Apex Allium Stimulant. We got any more projects? We can grab the Reaping. Costs Plasteel and Promethium. It gives me provisions. Yeah, potentially. I mean, that's all we can get. We'll get us 5 more provisions. We're okay-ish for provisions, but why not? Profit factor +1 as well, so... I mean, we really probably should. Yes, it's just Dargonus that's waiting on, well, some adamantine. That'll get us more Imperial Navy favor. We have a 66 profit factor. And that was some plasteel. Come down and check the rest of the planets. Scan. Promethean ×4. We'll leave it for now. I mean, we have a lot of Promethium. Nothing on planet. And... ooh, we'll take 5 phlogiston, most definitely. Ooh! That's... rumor complete. To journal. Not to journal. To journal! Owing to this keen intellect and more... Then a bit of luck, the rogue trader managed to discover several ancient Imperial ships and restore the Archaeotech compass mechanism pointing to the location of the fleet's mothership, the Muro 79 system. New rumor. Bam, bam, bam. Let's have a look at our contract for a second. Profit factor times... We'll get it to adamantine, but I don't want to use my profit factor. That'll cost people and adamantine. So if I spend 3, I get 5. Then I can spend 3 back and get 2 back. I don't think that quite works out, to be honest. So if I go to Muro 79, which sounds familiar for some reason. I feel like, have I been there? Is it close? Answer the call for help from Grantis, so it wants us to go down there. Omicron. Nameless Star, Forgotten Twins, Langrian's Belt. Branagh, Portia. No, I don't. Oh yeah, Muro 79. Yes, it's where we were going to go to last time. We never quite made it. Let's chart our routes. Now, for us to come down here, we have to kind of come through this way. Go ahead and start going down. Now, we don't have anything there that we particularly think will be useful to me. 2 profit factor gained. Something's gone and finished. We've got some plasteel. Oh, wait. I think I was looking at the wrong one. That's okay. We want to come down to here. A distress signal. I assume we've gone and finished that. Let's go colony management. I feel like there's something that wants my attention. You're all finished. We're up to profit factor of 68. Profit factor +1, provisions +5. And there's nothing else we're going to be doing on Janus. We are still executing Armored Rage, Dargonus. And go and get, there you go, Adeptus Bites. We have enough of everything to go and do it now. Let's go and start executing that. And Phobos 6. The mines of Phobos 6 are once again in turmoil at the depths of level MD Zeta/05. The Overseers have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies, as if crushed by the millstones of the mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The Overseers believe that there is a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of prisoners, offering human sacrifices. Prisoners themselves claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the Superintendent to rid the prison of more inconvenient inmates. The Superintendent tried to reason with the mob, but was mauled instead. His desecrated remains were found inside the cells where the prisoners were being tortured during the interrogation of strange convicts. The Overseers have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would result in high losses of workforce. On the other hand, the prisoners are ready to lay down their weapons, cease this violence, and repent if the rogue trader would only demonstrate some compassion towards their plight, possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments. Then who killed those people that were found in the mines? Unknown. The riot made the investigation more difficult. Maybe it was a work of the Superintendent, or maybe there is, say, a cell of the Cult of the Final Dawn operating among the prisoners. But there is an oddity on the few picks that the Overseers have managed to scrounge together. If one were to use their imagination, they could see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies, one that is remotely similar to the one these difficult prisoners had been drawing. Okay, interesting. Mercy to the Fallen, -1 efficiency, -1 complacency, -1 complacency. Let's attempt to get these at better things. Shireen, if the Governor and a pack of Overseers cannot handle their duties, should they not take the place of their wards? And could there not be worthy administrators among those who oppose them, those who could do better? A mob of commoners has mauled a nobleman who had been attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. It is much more humane to dissect their brains in order to well-meaningly reduce their ferocity and inclination towards disobedience. It had once been done by my house when the serfs had rebelled in their ignorance, a rather merciful step. Wow. Yeah, that's... sure. So we will potentially get punish the whole prison administratum, complacency and efficiency +1, and we get mercy to the fallen. The rogue trader gains +2 resolve. Everyone knows the nobility of the rogue trader's spirit. We get the other version of mercy to the fallen. Why would I do that? Scourge of Fabo 6. All allies gain +3% critical hit chance. Everyone knows the ruthlessness of the rogue trader. That's the same thing but with complacency, and complacency but we get keen mind. All allies gain +3% dodge against enemies. I quite like this one, gain plus some resolve. We're going to go ahead and do that. And send them to the mines, and then gather the new administrators from the prison population. Complacency and efficiency go up. I will arrange for the investigators from Dargonis to search the convicts' private quarters. Former overseers have been sent to the mines, not all of them surviving even a single day in the company of their former wards. The esteemed convicts who got on Fabo 6 for venial misdeeds like family debts have formed a new, more efficient administratum. The rules of the mining facility have been relaxed a bit. The overseers were strictly instructed not to use their electric batons during preventative beatings, only their fists and feet. And the cruel practice of decimation was replaced with humane deprivation of rations as punishment for not fulfilling the quota. The convicts rejoiced. The interrogation also did not yield any information to help identify the one behind the murders that sparked the riot. Level NDB/05 has been sealed. Ergonomics, efficiency +2. Alright, what projects do we have? We have underground workers, which can get me 3 plasteel. Holy servitude, that costs me 2 people, which I think is what I wanted to get. Test of wills. Was this where I was going? Yeah, maybe. I believe yes, test of wills was where I was going. Gets me 6 times people. Let's go ahead and grab underground workers for... No, let's go and grab holy servitude even. Get me some more Drusian's reputation. Do I want 5 more? No, I'll go for... +3 profit factor. Yes, doesn't get... Yeah, we'll go for the profit factor. Let's get that 70. And I think with 70, I will be able to finally get the armor for... What's his face? Pascal. Five profit factor gained. Well, on that, let's quickly jump back to our bridge. And... with that new score of 73, I believe we can get the armor for Pascal from the Explorators. Yeah, man, get those last few percent. Of course, we've gone up a level. We'll deal with that when we're in a mission, when we've got the whole team together. No, and dialogue I don't want a custom character. Accept. Transportation of some goods. Imperial Navy, reputation, select tradable. Trade. Didn't quite go up a level. We can now, however, grab this. The Ultimo Array. Reputation. No, wait, sorry, I don't want these guys. Opticon 2-2. Go and grab that. And is there anything... oh, this guy, Death World War Boots. Sure, Radiant War Gloves. If I got one more, I get a Heavy Flamer. Oh, it's so tempting. What do I need to get? Oh wow, we've only got one thing we can trade with these guys. I need a big world so I can go and get loads and loads of... What do I need? I need 100. That will actually work. Get that heavy flamer. Let's go to my inventory. Pascal, I know what you want. Let's have a quick check. So, armor goes up by 45%. Dodge penalty goes down. Armor deflection goes up. However, we do not have heavy armor proficiency. We're going to have to wait on that. Plus 30% to armor. Well, let's not worry about that. Plus 2 to tech use, plus 10 to toughness, plus 2 to deflection against ranged attacks. Yep. Yep, we need that. So he needs... Oh, what's the point? I can go and get him. Hopefully. So he wants... Tech use. Next. Why? He's not going to be able to get heavy armor proficiency this turn. We will grab... I'm going to grab some... Wait, perception... No. Ballistic skill. Ballistic skill will put me up to the next level. As well agility, I think. Complete. Alright, well, we'll go for the rest of their levels at some point soon. Oh, wait, sorry. Enough questions for now. I'm sure we'll return later. Goodbye. Go back to the inventory. Let's have a look at the other items we went and grabbed. It's such a shame I can't quite equip that yet. Reconstructed flamer pistol. Let's be honest, we're probably not using that. That's actually not as good as what we've got. I mean, it does have a very big area of effect spread attack, which could be very, very useful, to be fair. Damage does drop a fair bit. We'll think about it. Let's come to this guy, and we're going to give him Carcala's Honor. Brand new shiny sword. Let's go and add that to cargo. We're going to go and add that one to cargo. Toby pattern shotgun. Ignore that for now. These boots grant the wearer plus 50% dodge reduction bonus for attacks with melee weapons. What are we currently sporting? Increases the wearer agility by plus 5 and athletics by plus 10. How about Abe? What are you sporting? Increases the wearer's movement points by plus 3. Right, we'll manage to get around that. Oh, he's not a... He's a sanctioned psyker. Whereas psi rates increased by plus 1 against demons for each rank of dogmatic. Oh, nice. Psi rating of plus 5. Plus 5 bonus to parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction iconoclast, all allies gain plus 10% hit chance against enemies adjacent to the wearer. The wearer automatically dodges allies' melee attacks. Abe. Character. Abe again. He is iconoclast. Kind of. I feel like it should count as an iconoclast character. All attacks of opportunity deal additional... Yeah, we don't need... Oh, we get a couple, but not too many, to be honest. All allies gain plus 40% hit chance against enemies adjacent to the wearer. Wearer automatically dodges allies' melee's attacks. I mean, I would say he's iconoclast, but I'm not sure if he technically has to be level 3 for that to kind of count. Really not sure. And that is everything. He can, in fact, get Fortress World Origin, but he will not get the plus 10 bonus to toughness. We are going to go and equip that on Pascal, as Pascal has no dodge chance as it is anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Although the dodge penalty, in fact, does go down, so his dodge chance should, in fact, go up. Plus, with the extra armor and then the deflection rating, that should be absolutely fantastic looking armor. And so, let's go back to our Coronis Expanse map. And let us... We happen to be in the area, so do I have to wait for this attack to happen and just happen to be in the area? I'm really not quite sure how this is working. That's a call from help from Grantis. There's some plasteel here. Oh, hi guys, I was just passing by, and how you doing? Wow, we have 40 Promethium. It's not bad at all. Unitech ×2. I'll ignore that for now. Cool, hopefully this is a bit of a bigger-ish area and fight, maybe. Maybe I can get some goods back, because I seem to have given them all away. And they do come in useful sometimes. Not just for reputation. Game autosave. Look at it, we're actually flying in. That's unusual. That was interesting. Let's go ahead and do my level ups and admins. We are going to... Unfortunately, we can't get any weapon skills, so that means it goes to strength next. Although... Yeah, we'll go strength. Next. And without going into athletics, we are going to go into... Coercion, Carouse, Demolition. That'll work. One rank's available. Let's stay on this side, please. We are... Oh, we're doing this the other way around. So we will put something into Carouse. We've got too much into that already. Medicae. And then... Yeah, nothing's really on a level. Let's go and grab some more weapon skill. Nothing's going into demolition. What else can you potentially be helping with? Ooh, awareness? Do we have some awareness? Let's have some awareness. And then... Who's going to be dodge chance against a character's attacks? Yes. So let's go for perception. And okay, hang on. Yes, let's come back here. So we don't have wind power. We can't do perception either. That means I guess that'll be fellowship. And then. Ooh, so there's nothing for persuasion. How about some awareness? Maybe? Lore Imperium? Can't do Lore Imperium. Awareness. Are you the winner? You are, by a long way. Go into awareness then. And J. Let's put some points into... Imperium, that's very high though. Persuasion, no, it's not falling down to you, or Demolition, or Medicae. Carouse. Coercion does, as does Commerce. Let's chuck some skills into Coercion. And, oh, no ballistic skill or Fellowship allowed. Okay. Perception? Yes, Perception, very much so. We don't have Perception. Toughness. That should have given us a few more health points. Going ahead and hit the quick save buttons. Won't have to do that twice.
It's about time.
And oh, we've straight away got a little athletics check. We have to get up there to do that athletics check. Okay, now let's blast it. We're too late. Wow, we arrived early. Boy's lying face down, its crooked fingers clinging to the ground. This woman had her spine broken, then she was allowed to crawl in the vain hope of escape. A dead no woman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken and a tangled intestines lies atop a slashed abdomen.
Victory awaits.
Any secrets hiding in the corner? Nope. Someone split the man's thorax open and turned his ribs inside out. Lovely. The corpse is missing its eyes, nose, and lips. Judging by the maimed mouth, the teeth and tongue were also torn out before death. This is, of course, what happens when you lose against Bukari.
Follow my lead.
Goods. Face and hands are twisted in a paroxysm of death throes. These last moments were full of torment.
See? Right there.
Disarm Lord Xenos.
My pleasure.
Hey, it didn't explode.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Oh. Bit of
A
hidden
new
cargo.
challenge for me.
Trophies were packed as cargo. That's what I like to hear. Looks like we were very much too late, but... Yes. Oh, he's dead. He's also dead.
At last.
The Xenos in
You
ornate...
took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
The Xenos in ornate black armor turns his head to you. His thin, pale face is covered in tattoos and blood splatters. A couple of seconds pass before you realize that the Elucidator is silent. The Xenos is addressing you in low Gothic.
Hold your foul tongue, abomination. Such filth will not use that tone with the Emperor's chosen.
Why? I sent an invitation by way of the cattle that dwelt on this world. And the chosen has so obediently appeared. How are my words anything but the truth?
My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you. How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually, you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin have always been enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives.
Oh no, now you'll have to fight me.
But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
If a Drukari took a shine to me, Shireen, I'd know to expect nothing good out of it. You are too popular, even with your enemies.
Coercion.
Do not try my patience, monkey.
Void take you, miscreant.
Predictable. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you two have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all. You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The Cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
I'm definitely going to try and annoy him with number 3. Bastions in his face. He draws his weapons. Oh, he's gonna run down towards me.
That was insulting.
Oh, he just fired a bunch of shots at me. I don't know what damage that or anything that went in
Wipe you
did.
from the face of the galaxy.
I'll adorn myself with your flayed skin.
Nothing by the looks of it. Oh wow, what is this thing? He's got lots of weapons on him, put it that way. We've got another Cabalite Blade Master in the corner. Got another Blade Master there, a warrior, so I'm guessing he's just a ranged version. Yep. Prepare yourself to warp damage. You're affected by psychic powers. They cannot use power from pain and lose all bonuses of this ability for 2 rounds. Plus 2 strength, plus 2 will, plus 1 temporary wounds for each creature suffering burning, bleeding, stunned, or toxing affected in a 5-star radius. Warrior, Blade Master, Sybarite. Do you have anything special? You have a bit of command. Now, of course, this is the most special one by the looks of it. Harry Glaive. Exhilarating speed until the end of combat. Oh, wow. Tormentor Aura. Blade Dance. Chase the prey. The creature moves across the battlefield to perform an extra attack against another target. Well, that sounds horrible. Right, so... they're quite a way back, huh? Go and start moving my guys forward. I mean, kind of not really shielded against anyone, but I don't know, it just makes me slightly happier than having him right wide out in the open. I'm gonna have you come there, so I'm gonna essentially snake you up the left. Let's stick Argento in the same piece of cover. Jay can come back here. Pascal. And in fact, move Pascal up and Jay behind. Okay. Oh, Cassia, Pascal, and Abe get to go first. Interesting. So I'm sure he's going to come. Oh, I really want to kill Incubus, actually.
I'm afraid not.
Not go and warp curse him. Okay, the good old height
Isn't this
difference
a job
thing.
for the serfs?
Making a bit of damage. Yeah, no, they're all out of range of that. That's fair enough.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. You will not withstand my vengeance.
Incubus is taking lovely amounts of damage. Let's go and make
If I may.
Abe a bit tougher. Also give him those temporary hit points that he does so well with. And then... no. I mean, no one's in range of pretty much anything. Everyone's just too far away. Oh, we've got a Cabalite warrior hiding around here as well, which I did not notice. Okay, let's not forget about him. I don't suppose he's in range, is he? Oh, he is. I'll stick a warp curse on him, and he can start spreading it. Human,
As the tactical imperative dictates.
let's charge Pascal forward. Like a hero he's about to become. Let's
Request
make him pray.
approved.
Let's...
Running binary override.
I'm going to focus on the Blade Masters simply because they'll probably start coming into range all on their own.
Request approved.
And
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends
let's
all.
weaken
Request approved.
the incubus. Go and turn on. I'm gonna go Call the Bold. I'm gonna try and shoot this guy in the face. I missed. Highly disappointing.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And let's go perfect spot because I don't think I'm gonna move. And I should have put on. I should put him in a zone with Cass. I don't use her zones anywhere near enough. Let's come to here, and can I... Really? You're gonna tell me you're not gonna let me... I can't reach him, but I can reach him.
My place is at the fore.
That's a very strange... I mean, I don't know why that couldn't have ended with a swing, but... Let's turn on parry. Let's turn on endure, because I feel like there's going to be some shots coming my way.
Someone else can do this.
Let's swing away. 93 health on the incubus. Brace for impact. I feel like we're going to be shot a little bit, or maybe just beaten the crap out of by a giant worm.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, you have.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, you've suffered worse. We do need to make sure we get rid of this guy. Who's going to be in charge of that? I think Argenta, that might be you. That is not a spot where you can see him, apparently. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go and tuck myself in there. I'm going to go and class him as prey. I'm going to go and class Big and Ugly as prey. And let's also... T-shirt run towards me of his own volition. Let's go ahead and we want concentrated fire.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
We want Call the Bold.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And we may as well go for over-penetration, and I want to belt his face off. Only a 54% chance, huh?
Doubt is for...
Yeah, never mind. He dead. A 54% chance of total annihilation. Let's run and gun. Let's get myself in cover. And then... Beautiful. I can actually miss
move through me.
Abe.
Be the fire in my heart.
He is just... That guy's not having a good day. However, he is about to get his go. And I'm sure it's going to hurt. Let's go ahead and use... Furious Assault. I've hit 2 people, but there's... no one in a 5-star radius. But no, let's go ahead and use it. May not get another chance. Who knows?
One fewer target.
Goodbye, Incubus. Have a bit of that. Of course, he's going to be a pain in the ass, being the commander at the back. Yes, everybody charge towards Abe. Everybody gather in the middle. I like how he ran towards me to run away. Good command use that. Is that all you've got? Pathetic. Let's go and move Jay up to there. Let's just hang on. Let's
this
move
battlefield
first.
air is good for my lungs.
Glad to hear it. Oh, I definitely actually want to. Let's... Can I not see him? Are you joking? I should have stayed where I was, because I now realize I would like to give Fajardo extra movement. Yep, right, let's undo that movement. Let us...
Don't get too cocky.
Just improve Abelard's stats for now. Let us...
You've got a problem, I've got a price.
Boost Argenta's next attack.
I can do that.
Give Argenta
with the
another
right
attack.
incentive.
Why not?
As the Emperor commands,
Let's concentrate
I act.
fire. And let's see who we can burn in one attack. 2 for the price of 1.
Faith without this is why I was chosen.
Call this a strike?
Yeah, I mean, it did a good bit of damage against you.
You will pay for this in blood.
Will I? Can't see ally additional. Yes, I wish I could give that to Bahadur. Do you know what? Let's. They're not in range. Let's. Yeah. Gotta love that flavor damage. Let's leave it at that for now.
High momentum.
Oh. Of course, we're probably not going to quite make it with a yes, we are, because we have increased distance on our
My
charge.
tactics are flawless. You didn't stand a chance.
Well, he's dead. That now gives me nobody to attack. What's the fun in that? Force grenade. Onslaught. Stun grenade. Oh, if I could hit a couple more of the back guys. Oh, there you go. Let's try that.
All too easy.
Have a stun grenade. Did that do anything? I mean, I don't think it did. Oh yeah, he's stunned. How about you? You stunned? Yeah, he's stunned. Okay, cool. I stunned those 2. Why not? That'll work. Put that on the next attack. We can't go and use that. That takes too much.
Already done. Nothing I can't do.
Go ahead
My
and daring
time
breach.
is now.
Walk straight up to these guys.
Suits my purposes.
Now he has a very, very big sword. However,
Not a problem for there's nowhere to hide.
oh, he shot me instead. That's interesting. 98% chance.
Suits my purposes. Another clean strike. Nothing I can't. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Yeah, well, he's now dead, so... And I am going to... I'm going to stand right next to this guy. He is stuck where he is, so he's not getting out. So that should, in essence, neutralize him unless he wants to do something fancy. These 2 guys are stunned, and we've got the commander in the back. We need to
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
keep moving up. That is literally just a warning, because...
She is here.
Well, he's dead. What's wrong with him? He's fatigued. Source, Incubus. I feel like that dude that created the source is now dead.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Stroke of luck.
Go and do that. And... everything's just a bit far away. I'm killing them at too great a distance. I can't catch up. May as well go and give some
Me?
extra stats to
If
somebody.
you insist, Lord Captain.
Go suppose that'll do for now. Pascal. Well, unfortunately, I had you all nicely tucked away, ready to,
Explorators know one route. Forward.
to do some damage from where you were, but it looks like I'm going to them, not the other way around. Let's, throw the bold.
Approved. Running by next override.
Woe to you.
Woe to me indeed.
The Omniscient knows. Comprehends all.
I reach him from where I am? No, I can't. Go a couple forward.
I've seen
Charge
worse
in.
battles than this in my time. Reduced to dust.
Momentum.
Well, he's dead. Let's go Daring Breach.
For Von Valancius.
I could technically charge. No, I can't do the charge again. Of course, that's on cooldown. Let's come to this guy. Let's
Follow my lead.
Daring Breach it. Of course, probably could have used most of these before I used the Heroic Act.
Victory is
Then again, why does it matter?
tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call.
Fair enough. Go and grab the big sword out. Better for parrying. Let's just skip through the turns a little bit, to be honest.
Pain is all.
Is he gonna shoot me? No, he's not. Take one step to the side.
Suits my purposes.
Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong thing. That's where the opening already was. And unfortunately, you don't quite get a double opening, so...
Not a problem for me.
Now, he does have the opportunity to walk away.
Never wavered in the
However,
face
not if I
of
go and stand right
adversity.
there. Although, on the other hand, I can't reach that guy, can I? Whoops. We end this
Battlefields
guy.
are always drowned in scarlet.
Abelard, 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 come round to here. In fact, can you charge round to here?
Indeed.
Can.
Grey hair, sure hand. It will be done.
Chance for a parry. And let's start swinging away.
Victory is imminent. Target well struck.
You call this a strike?
Wow. 7 damage from a point-blank range blaster to that.
Just
Face.
a minor setback.
That thing looks like it creates for a friggin' Nova Star or something. And... still joining the fun. Thou shalt not stand. Ha. 1 health left. Take that.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh. Sublime subdermal gems. Interesting. +5 to persuasion. Whenever there is affected by an ally's ability, gain plus 3% dodge until the end of combat. It stacks. The governor's body was massively disemboweled. His many implants were removed, after which, judging by the amount of blood, the victim died. Lived for a while longer. Go and open this chest.
Operation successful.
Is pinned to the ground with the blade of her own broken dagger. It was plunged right under the chin to ensure that the victim slowly choked to death.
It's
Lovely.
about time.
should pick all of that up. Anyway,
Let
oh look.
us see what I found.
Oh, deadly precision. That looks so very nice and fancy. Armor of the Undaunted. That looks quite nice as well.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay. Back down we go. Imagine if I'd let Mahado run all the way around there on his own. Then we return to the void ship. Well, unfortunately it didn't we didn't quite get here in time, but we have got a location to now go and find them and have a last final standoff, so to say. And the Imperium, we know that's not possible. Tried that once, didn't end well. Got a field generator that let the vessel expose to the water for a brief second. According to the Enforcer report, something did manage to get into the ship. It is now prowling the dark corridors of loading bay 5. Isolate the chamber until the vessel leaves the warp. Part of the ship was isolated from the rest until it left the warp. In the end of the journey, after the vessel emerged into real space, the chamber was unsealed. It was intact, with the exception of the crew who had barricaded themselves in a far corner of loading bay 5 and bravely resisted the unknown assailant for as long as they could. The remains have been safely disposed of. Colony Kavagama has begun a new stage of development. What's potentially in here? Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Now, as I remember, I do not have the auger capability to see through that. During the warp journey, the augers discovered a strange object that had been following the rogue trader's void ship for several hours. Judging by this sort of telemetry, it was a strangely shaped vessel of Xeno origin. The unidentified pursuer tried to approach this void ship several times, allowing the augers to observe the shimmering energy sails unfurled among the shifting currents of the warp. The strange chase ended after the mysterious ship vanished in the depths of the Sea of Soul. So yeah, there's nothing down here. We'll travel back up here. We want to go, yes, into here. Hotbed of Xeno Heresy, showing the way, potentially unending war. Oh no, wait, let's come here first. Scheduled service of the ship's chapel was interrupted by the most profane manner. They came alive. We've had that one. Got new routes. Nope, nothing to report. That was very much expected. Oh, hello. The Vox systems intercepted a distress signal coming from an Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belongs to the planetary fleet of Dogonus, the capital of Von Valentius dynasty. Transmission is repeated at regular intervals, but the message itself is corrupted. A cacophony of requests for help, groans, and shouts. What in the world is it your name that they are shouting? It is your name they are shouting. Wow, there's a lot of space dust. Go straight for the gutted void ship. Oh, and on board we go. This is going to be terrifying and probably full of warp corruption. I hated last time we did this on the Mechanica ship. It was just unnecessarily freaky. Oh, they're all dead.
The sacred exterminatus. I saw it for the first time.
Covered in unpleasant looking growth, scabs, and ulcers, they look like fresh mutations.
An
I'm
awesome sight to
sensing
behold.
nickel. Oh.
Like a giant brush wiping all the colors of the world from the canvas of reality.
Agile mutants. Spitter mutant.
I'm restless.
We know how to deal with mutants. Burn them.
Take a knee and bow before
All right.
me.
Turns out,
to the dark powers!
what have we got? We've got a spitter mutant, agile mutants, mutated enforcers, spitters, agiles, mutated enforcer. Okay. Nothing particularly worrying, to be honest. I'm gonna go and stick. Whoa, no. In fact, yeah, Cass can go right up there. Genta's gonna tuck herself in there. Pascal, you can come deal with this guy on the left. Hardor, duck down there. Abe, go for the far corner. And Jay, tuck yourself in there. Four of them it is. Let's try that again.
Now you glad
Don't frighten me!
3 enemies dead. Go for... All allies in the front line, all enemies suffer more damage. Plus 11% damage with ranged attacks. I don't know if I'm going to be forced to move with her, but we'll find out, really. Front line, let's put you about there.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And back line, let's
Isn't
just stick
this
you
a
in
job
there.
for the serfs?
And let's go and give... Do you know what? Let's give it to Argento. She might be in a little bit of a tough spot there.
I'll tear you limb from limb!
Spontaneous mutation. Yeah, stop there in that wonderful...
Out of my way! I
Damage is
Wow! That was interesting. Powerful slam.
You will die screaming!
What is spontaneous mutation? Special award grants mutants a random mutation every round. The mutation may heal, damage, blind, or grant foreboding. Alright, but what did it do? I don't know. I truly do not know. Let us assume we can hit these fine folk.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's go and mark them
I'll do it.
for death. Can't actually see the others. How about... Oh, surely we can see this guy. No. Hang on. Oh, I haven't got it selected, that's why.
Doubt is for the weak.
Anyway, so let's
Faith without
concentrated
deeds
fire.
is worthless.
Let's
I refuse.
Call the bold. And let's flamer this guy. Wow, I like that.
I'll do it.
Let's run and gun. Actually going to take 2 steps further forward. Then we're going to go for the same thing again. Maybe I'm not going to take 2 steps further forward, but he's dead anyway, so we'll leave it at that.
Chaos guides me!
He's not quite going to make it.
Venerate the dark gods! Death to the weak! Death to non-believers!
How far is he going to get? Oh, he just got out of...
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Well, that did a lovely bit of damage. Let's have you duck back behind the corner.
Watch my back.
Oh, bit of extra damage. Then let's...
Tell me, and it is done. For that one.
Nice.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Go and get a bit more damage.
Don't get
Go
too
for the same attack.
Let their fight.
Seem to do more against that guy than this one. Let's
I
inspire
can do
Abelard.
that with the right incentive.
Goes next. Let's go and give Pascal another attack, because what we're basically just going to get him to do is mark this guy as prey, stage 1. Let's...
Request approved.
Let's start by simply hitting him with a giant axe. An invisible giant axe, apparently, and he's now dead.
Advancing.
Still got our invisible giant axe going for it.
Favorable.
Can't switch weapons on this guy because that's actually just not something he does. Oh, he is already
Running binaric override.
go and hit the guy.
Request approved.
26 damage.
Running binaric override.
Why not? Bit of mutant.
Reading damage to bulk.
Damage to bulk. Come to there. Turn on another target point.
All too easy. Absolutely not.
34% chance.
Nothing I can't do.
Hopefully go and make that a little bit better.
Suits my
Let's
purposes.
go wild. And let's see if we can actually hit him. Oh, in fact, let's
Nothing I can't do.
turn that on as well.
Suits my purposes.
He actually survived quite nicely.
Nothing I can't do.
These guys got a... They have got 56% armor. They have got a decent amount. Now, question. Not going to use it on him. Going to come into here.
It will be done.
That.
Indeed.
Let's parry. Let's go
I will
crazy.
do my duty.
And let's swing a good sword.
You are done.
Oh, they've exploded and created a cloud of toxin. That's why we got some damage. That's fine. Cass is going to not be able to see these two. Okay.
Emperor, give me strength.
Can we actually get both of them in the same... Hold my gaze? Not quite.
I am a navigator.
1 health left.
Not as duty demands.
That's a pain. He's now gone and exploded. Antonella next
I'll
turn.
paint your death in colors.
Let's
I shall not fear.
start stepping forward.
Suits my purposes. All too easy.
Let's put on
Already
every... That is effect I happen to have available to me.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Insta-kill. Now, unfortunately, our charge is long, but it's not quite that long. We do have, on the other hand, a ranged weapon we can shoot at him. But I missed. Simply leave it at that. He does then actually get another turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And I believe that's all of them dead.
I've suffered worse.
Goods in the corner. And let's go. What does this computer have to do? They silent in an attempt to reach the dead systems of the destroyed ship. Okay.
Follow
Not
my
gonna tell me
lead.
anything. Books and eye of luxury. The legality of some of them is questionable, but inevitability often turns a blind eye to such. Versions. Let's go ahead and open the safe.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Staff of House Cassini. And a cloak. This cape lowers all enemies' perception by wearer's fellowship bonus within a 5-star radius.
None shall stand in my way.
Right, well that looks like everything. Looks like we're done here. Return to the void ship. Up a bunch of extra items. So there you go. He's oh no, wait, cancel. Don't want to do that. Let's not go back there. Space dust. Go and grab all of the space dust. Should all result in some extra fuel. Scan. 4 plant steel. Don't really need that, do I? I've got 35. And there's a lot more fuel. Let's have a look at our colonies. I feel like stuff is happening. Nope. Janus, do we have anything else left to do? Nope. Kiava Gamma. A strange anomaly has been detected on Kiava Gamma. A series of orders, defined as procedure 0C, forced itself into the production algorithms. The servants of the Omnissiah define its execution status as most sacred, and therefore follow its instructions impeccably. In just one cycle, cells were erected in all the manufactorums connected by cogitators, or more precisely, their computing channels. This network forms a pattern of similar to those applied to the digital cells of machine spirits. The OC procedure commands Magi with an above-average psi receptivity index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream, where they listen to the binaric hymns of very similar to those that periodically whirred from Warp Vox of Cubis Delphin. The performance of the manufactorums has dropped. Many of the machine god servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling Procedure 0C. But the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. What do we know about this? We cannot trace the source of the signal that activated it or figure out what it means. The tech priests oppose the idea of researching the procedure as it violates the sacrament. Supposedly, the minds of the Magos immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. The servants of the Omnissiah have tested the cogitational network 7 times, with purifying algorithms of varying degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. Armor of refraction. Sequence of ancient cybersmiths. All allies deal plus logic divided by 15% more energy and machine damage. Advisors. A signal seemingly from nowhere that has the highest execution priority. Perfect weapon for capturing the planet. It should be anathematized, and I am ready to summon a cadre of competent Texacists from the Inquisition. Was that it? He's the only one that's got anything to say? All allies deal plus % more damage to part machine, and Necron creatures. Okay. We have the research of it. All allies deal logic divided by 15% more energy and machine damage, which isn't going to be much. For a lot of people, that'll be about 2. Heavy armor. The character grants wear +1 deflection and +10% armor if the wearer has moved during their turn. Not too fussed by the armor. I'm going to go for the bottom one. I'm familiar with the gifts of the Omnissiah and have prepared several specialists for the Lord Inquisitor's retinue. There will not be any problems. Execution of the poorly understood procedure 0C was forbidden. In their efforts to root out its directives and remove the Magi from the chambers, the rogue traders' servants faced resistance, resulting in bloodshed and death. However, the Texacists of the Inquisition who arrived on the planet tempered the anger of the Omnissiah's servants by confirming the legitimacy of the Lord Captain's actions. And we do now have a Titan Forge lance weapon. Except, can we do anything? Oh, we can get Chapel of the Enumeration. Efficiency +3, weapons ×2. It takes mechanisms. I'm not too fussed by that one. Dargonus. Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonus. Governor Drivestem has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms. But the psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something, and it has cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, clawed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they have gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Dargonus. But how long will they last? Where did they come from? I received complaints that Governor Drivestem has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with other worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers from other domains, but there will be few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We can try getting by with the resources that are already available to us, seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who trained those psi-active citizens of the Protectorate, displaying promise, the most regrettable violation of his law caused by our grave situation. What is the cause? Who knows? We never know. We never know what's going on. Schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn, the treacherous magic of Xenos. Perhaps it was a planned diversion. Or maybe it was a random echo of the Immaterium. Efficiency -1, Witch Collector. Rogue Traders Party gain plus fellowship bonus divided by 2 momentum when using any Psyker or Navigator powers. That's not bad. That's a decent bit of momentum. Security +1, profit factor -1. Higher unsanctioned Psychers, we get the Psychic Ward. While Veil Degradation is equal to or more than 10, the Veil deals plus 6% additional damage with all psychic powers. I'm not a great fan of those. The Astropaths are among the most finely trained specialists in the Imperium, who beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise the Rogue Trader to recruit only sanctioned Psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. There are not enough the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well. Those whom she helped out, rescued, and saved, I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. We get Disciple of the Damned. Demons, chaos creatures, psychers, and navigators deal -10% less damage to Rogue Trader and their allies. That's not bad. This, I'm assuming, just lost the negative effects, and that did not. We're going to go for... It is time to visit Theodora's old friends. It will be done. I wonder how many of them are still alive. A ship carrying 24 astropaths soon arrived on Dargonus. They have descended to the surface, covered head to toe with protective amulets as if going to war. The news of the tragedy that befell the previous choir quickly spread throughout the Expanse. Each of them conveyed words of amity from the rulers who had sent them, and each asked permission to visit the family crypt to pay tribute to Lady Theodora. The tragic pestilence of the astropaths has not appeared again, but all of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since the first day on the planet. Adeptus R bites, plus the security, and I get some lovely boots. I also went and got some more reputation, I believe, with the Imperial Navy. Okay. Beyond Diligence. They should be not blocked. Filth of the Expanse. They block each other. Casabalacor, Fellowship of the Void. Not too fast on any of those. Favor 6. Profit factor +3. Holy Servitude completed. And with that completed, we were wanting to go... Test of Wills, I do believe. Torpedoes deal 15% more damage. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, and a quick trip back to the bridge. Well, let us see if we've got any fun new toys to play with. We do have the Titan Forge Lance Cannon to equip to the front of the ship. And with 5,000 more reputation, who knows? Maybe the Navy want to give us 1 or 2 more things. Plus, with the increased profit factor as well, just maybe we can get some new toys. Transportation of some goods. Got his captain, reputation, nothing to trade quite yet. Ooh, we need a profit factor of 85 Unfortunately, we are on 76. Whew, we are still quite far down. We don't want any of the previous items. And again, you give us nothing. We've got everything from you. You need more reputation. Condensed carapace. Death world. Nope. It's just light armor. Has a bit more armor. The wearer's critical hit chance in melee combat is increased by 12%. Base armor property plus 10% dodge against human enemies. So we don't get plus 10 agility. We get a smidge more armor. But I wonder if anyone else is wearing light armor that would benefit from wearing that. Yes, nothing for us to be able to use, really. Go ahead into our inventory. Let's scroll down. We did go and pick up... We got a couple of axes. Mars Pattern Chain Axe ×2. You can simply go into cargo. Armor of the Undaunted. Chuck that straight into cargo. A marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to use a Melter Scorching Area attack. Sure, I'm actually not wearing any rings or any trinkets on Bahadur. Go and grab that. We have some boots. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic act or a desperate measure, they recover all their wounds and gain +2 AP this turn. Any person... No. Whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the wearer has 25% chance to gain 2 MP. Let's go and replace those. Let's go J and blast pistol. Allows me to do, I could have double dark light blasts going on. Or splinter rifle. That's not going to be used. Venom blade, that's, to be honest, not going to be used. That's a good point. What do you use as a weapon? Now, Dari Chainsword, one-handed melee on light. Interesting. Cloak. Cape lowers all enemies' perception by wearer's fellowship bonus within a 5-cell radius. Cloak grants the wearer plus 10% dodge. I quite like that. The wearer must fall unconscious. A state of field immediate recovers them. I'll switch those over. Carry equipment, which cannot wear, so they can go to cargo. Two-handed Drukhari Clave. You know what? I mean, why not? Bolt Weapon Proficiency. A one-handed bolt pistol, which is better than my current weapon. A bit of additional hit chance, but a little less armor penetration. Single shot attacks with this pistol always score critical hits. A multi-point as well. Rate of fire, it's one less, admittedly. And it has less range as well. Ooh. I'm gonna try it. Go for the bolt pistol, and that means we've got space for a power sword of some sort. We don't actually have any power swords. I keep chucking them all in my cargo, it would seem. Oh, well, that's annoying. Information, cargo management, cargo. Carry weapons. Bad weapons, bad weapons. No, no, no. Oh, wow, just people. 100% of people cargo. Epiphany, one-handed power sword. Force sword. Into inventory. Think think that's probably what we're gonna give that a go. Inventory. Enter. Let's scroll back down to the bottom. Epiphany. Now, she is not rated. In fact, I should probably attempt to go to single-handed weapons. I don't know. Maybe. Nah, let's keep with the two-handed weapon. Get my two-handed bolter. Let's not go and do that. We've paused for some reason. And then we want to go to void ship management, before I forget. Oh, we haven't even equipped our increased chance to hit things. So I'm going to improve that Auspex array. And the Titan Forge Lance weapon. I can of course keep the torpedoes. So we have slightly more damage, and we've gone from long range narrow arc as opposed to medium range wide arc. So we'll see how that does. And then my map gone is what I want to know. But on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually going to leave the episode there. We have hit the end of our stream. Don't get me wrong, I would love to keep playing. I could play this all day. And there are definitely some times in between streams where I just want to come on and play it anyway, but I would not do that to you guys watching. Of course, all of this will be played on stream. I don't want to get any spoilers myself either. And so on that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will continue to join us in the future. And until we see you again, I hope that you will stay safe, happy,